This is a hip hinge drill using the wall for feedback so that we can reestablish the hip hinge in order to progress to loading this pattern so that we can safely pick things up off the ground. So we're going to use the wall for feedback. We're going to just use it to touch our butt so that we can feel when our hips move back in space. And that's what a hip hinge is. So I'm going to set myself up by putting my heels against the wall. I'm going to bring my front foot, probably the heel is going to be about where the ball of my other foot is, and bring my other foot forward, and I'm going to be hip to shoulder width apart with my feet. And I just want to bring my hips back toward this wall, okay? I'll know I get there when I can feel it, and that's why we're using this for feedback. I'm going to flex just at my hips. I want to keep my knees nice and straight. It's going to look like this. I'm going to come forward, and I'm going to touch and stand up. It might look like I'm leaning against the wall, and I'm not. I have full control over my weight on my feet. I'm touching, not leaning. So this is a touch and a stand back up, which means that my weight doesn't ever go back behind my heels. If you're having trouble with this, you can move a little closer to the wall. There's a couple of common things that happen when we have a fear of sending our weight back and not equalizing it with our chest. One is that we start to bend down here and we have trouble reaching back. So what we might do is fall back onto the wall. Okay, we might have trouble getting back there. So I can go a little bit closer to the wall and boom, okay, I can do that, right? So as I get more comfortable with this, I can be further and further away. So if I get out here, keeping my knees nice and straight and pushing back, ooh, I get a lot of feedback in my hamstrings right here. That's a very nice stretch. Again, I'm not leaning against the wall. I'm just touching it. I'm holding here, just touching. I can lift my toes because my weight is in my heels, but I can come forward and stay in this same position. I'm not stuck on that wall, okay? So I can come forward and stand up from here, but I do want to come from the wall and stand up. We want to keep the chest up. Find a focal point out in front of you to keep your eyes up as I come down and up. So my chest stays up. What I don't want to do is I don't want to start at my chest and reach down, because now I'm already getting movement in my spine that I don't want. All right, so again, this looks like touch and come back. As I come back, I want to stay in neutral. Another common mistake is I touch and then I push my hips all the way through and pull my shoulders back. Touch, push through. I want to control that. I want to engage my core, and I want to control as I come back and find my neutral. And I don't want to go past that neutral. That's going to be very important when I have a weight here.